Hi, my name is Kayla Barron, and I am attempting to share a message with you. Is this message true? That's something that you need to decide, because I'm not in the business of telling people what their experience is. That's called gaslighting. That's a dangerous thing. There are many astrologers out there. I'm just one of them, right? I'm just one of them. So what I'm here to do today is to hopefully inspire and entertain and give you just a little morsel of something to think about. Because I like the idea of having a free message, I would love to have my needs met so then I could just, express myself and be an artist and shop at Salvation Army and do all the things that I love to do. Oh wait, I'm already doing that. You see, the full moon for me is in my second house of finances and material possessions and the things that I think are valuable. Since I have Libra there, that means when it comes to my money and how I, more or less manage my possessions, I want it to be fair and balanced and just. Venus is well placed in Taurus in my chart, meaning that more or less I've gotten a pretty good sense of what is comfortable and what is good for the body because of my privileges and experiences, mostly from being a white male from the first world. Don't be too confused by the male thing. I know, I have a wonderful penis. Check it out. Most likely to die from venereal disease, probably a Libra. Well, I've heard that at least, and I've collected a little evidence for it. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about astrology and essentially just trying to keep it light and also informative because we are really alive, and more or less, I don't think that the stars in the heavens, which have yet to make themselves known. You see, I just don't have the lighting, and it's Libra, so I really needed to look cute. Okay, never mind. Here we go. This is the chart as it presents to me in Los Angeles. I'll show you, actually. Let me show you. This is the chart that I'm looking at. I've pretty much simplified it. There's lots of asteroids and there's lots of many different things that you can look at. But for this reading, at the specific moment, you can see it is the full moon in Libra at April 16th, 2022 at 11:55 a.m. The reason I know it's a full moon, I've confirmed, the sun is exactly opposite the moon. The sun is in Aries and the moon is at exactly the opposite point in the sky. Because of that, you've got the moon at its most bright, at its biggest. This is the first orienting thing to do in a full moon. It's just to be like, yep, the sun is powering this experience and the moon is reflecting that light from the sun back. Roughly half the day. We've got day and we've got night, on and off. There's a lot of dual things in this universe, but they are also, despite being separate, in a way they're one, because the sun, in its magnitude, in its magnificence, pulls things towards it. Luckily, our planet is falling literally fast enough to escape from being sucked up into the sun like 99% of the rest of the universe. Pretty fucking amazing that somehow we're here and now, alive, breathing. It's pretty marvelous. Whenever you start to think this is a real experience, which more or less it seems to be as real can be to me, it's impressive. So that's the first thing to do. The second thing to do is to look and see what would the story be about the sun being in Aries, which is its most exalted, and seeing the moon in Libra. Is the moon exalted in Libra? Let's think about it. Is the sun as great of a place for, life to be than, let's say, the goddess of love? Do you think the goddess of love lives on the sun, or do you think she lives on Earth? So when astrologers and people playing with archetypal energy, which is what I do, postulate and express theories, we would say, okay, if the receptive energy of a person, the receivingness, the moon, the close to home experience of a person, the day-to-day, ever-shifting creature, because we see the moon like this, and then the new moon experience is whenever it's totally dark. This is the full moon, we can see it all, it's all here, it's happening, There's some metaphors and there's some images that we could create with those inspiration pieces, more or less that are as real as you and I. Maybe not as conscious, given that the moon appears to be a large hunk of rock, and we happen to be like creatures stirring upon the rock. It's quite marvelous. Anyways, thank you for all my friends and mentors who've been sharing their ideas with me. I'm stealing all of them, don't worry. But I'm going to do it in a way that you'll not be able to resist. Okay, thank you to all my teachers. That's what that was supposed to say. Anyways, the sun is exalted in Aries, and by the looks of it, from where I'm seeing the chart, so the message is going to be catered to this particular symbol, right? Wow, I'm just like, ooh, good thing I have the glasses on, because full on decided to take a hit. Anyways, here we are. The sun is in Aries, as if anyone thought I was sober. I mean, the thing is, I really do think I can do this sober. It's just that cannabis gives me that extra push to get out the door sometimes. You know what I mean? I know. I can't drive with it because I'm too Spacies. In fact, if you have Pisces placements, like the sun or the moon in Pisces, maybe, really investigate your substance use. I would say, given that the sun is a very bright thing that's, very far away, the moon is probably, a little more dangerous of a placement, I think. If your day-to-day rituals are in the seas of Pisces, it's firstly, congratulations. I love Pisces energy. I'm a sun in Pisces, right? So, yeah, but I'm a Virgo rising. It's very confusing. Don't worry about it. I'm holding all of the universe at once. Oh, yeah, I'm watching some flowers. This is very Libronic, right? I'm sure it appeals to a particular demographic. It's not exactly my style, but it's tidy, and my roommate is very, very, orderly and calm. It's he has Venus in the first house. So, I'm rambling. I may not be making any sense. This may be sharing ideas, things that are not really grounded in your experience. That's the thing about astrology, is it's if I'm sharing a bunch of ideas that more or less no one is understanding, then why am I fucking doing it? Okay, that was not very Libra. I'm so sorry. I should not have cursed. Forgive me. That's not the nice thing to do. If you think that what I'm doing is making sense, could you please, help me? Could you please, maybe let me know that I'm not a rambling madman, and maybe that you got some insights? Why do I want you to engage with me? More or less so that my ideas can live. I'm attempting to create ideas that will just flutter about. I'm even donning a dress, because more and less, that's been the lesson I'm learning. More and less. This is what's coming through. This is an astrologer, this is a dress, this is me and you. This is a meshment into the stories. This is pulling you in. This is all the archetypal patterns. Is this a sin? I meant to say patterns, but I think I said patters. Patterns and patters. Artsy fartsy, flowy goey. Did you have sex today? I did. He was very, very cute. I'm starting to finally tune into the sort of masculine energy in sex. Yeah, it's giving that masculine energy. It's something that I can do, but I want it to feel exciting. I want it to feel effortless. I want to be in a flow state with it. If I'm gonna massage you, I want it to be because I couldn't help it. That's how I want to be massaged. If men, maybe even women, want to do that for me, I'm down. I'm so down. Do I need to necessarily have a dick inside me? Sometimes it's really fun, but okay. Wow. So going off topic, I really should behave, excuse me. So yeah, what was I fucking saying? This is the problem, but I think it's more fun, because I don't think you guys really give a shit about astrology. Maybe you do. I'm just saying that when I was looking for inspiration at my place in the universe, what do you know? Some very creative humans have been yes, indeed, there are those big planets far away. Those very distant ideas. Abstractions keeping you from the present moment. The actual lived experience of the now that needs no explanation. You see, I'm sort of pulverizing back and forth. That's what this oppositional energy is. It's I am a lion and I'm a fish in astrology. That means Leo and Pisces. So my sun is in Pisces. Does that mean I'm in an illusion? Does that mean I'm in something that's fake? Are we talking about the Matrix? Wait. What do we mean here? What do we mean here? The idea of being alive, being dead, being fake, being real. More or less, there's visual data, coming into my eyes. There's sounds coming into my ears. There's air coming into my body. There's the laptop that I'm able to touch. It's so cute. It's got the fucking, light of the sun. Like, this is not special effects, guys. This is a real choice. This is a real discovery. This is a real experience. This is a real genius. This is really just a person holding a laptop. No, I'm just saying that you can pay attention to framing and style. Am I doing a good job of it? Well, it's just like nobody seems to give. There's an anger part coming up. Nobody seems to give a fuck about what I'm creating. Nobody seems to be supporting my vision. Like, fucking get on board. That's Aries. It's already happened. I've already done it. The thing that I wanted, I got it. The sun in Aries is the light that is bouncing off this Libra moon. Let's not forget that. This full-ass Libra moon, you can fucking walk around at night on a full moon. You don't need a flashlight. You don't need your phone. You need to just let your gosh darn eyeballs adjust for like 2 minutes and you'll be fine. I'm a creature of like dark caves, honey, though. Like, look how pasty I am. So we need to work out, yes, but in like a cool, comfortable ravine with like violinists and like a little bit of like grape, you know? I have a lot going on in Taurus. Okay, don't hate me. I just kind of know what I like and I'm gonna get it. Like, it's good. And as humans, more or less, I feel like we could work together and just reasonably live like as a team. Like, hey, let's make sure that everyone is healthy. Great idea. Rocket science. Yes, we've got Republicans and Democrats working on it. Is either party more or less better or worse? And like, it really probably depends on the issue. We're going to be like practical. But the most practical issue at hand for me is like, how much sex, how much peace, how much fun can I have? Am I not a goddess? I don't know. Anyways, the very bright initiatory light of Aries, like, and let me just take a moment to talk about the sun in Aries, okay? Let me just take a moment. Because think about Aries time. Now, not everybody lives in a place where there are 4 seasons, right? So this example may not be as relevant to you as other stories. That's the thing. The people who wrote astrology were, bound by their own experience of the world and limited by their own values and ideas and language, and level of awareness, and more or less, they were them. And they're sharing about you, and that's a hard thing to do because we're all so unique. We're all so unique. Who is it that you seek? What is it that you want to do? I really care about me and you. We're back from that other side. We're in Libra now. That's why I'm doing this today, because for me, there is a full moon in Libra, which means that like, what it is for me, money is about fairness and harmony. So I'm trying to pull that in. And more or less, I'm pretty fucking good at it because I'm fucking smart. I'm fucking smart-ass motherfucker. Also an idiot, but that's besides the point. Here I am, this really smart person, this like powered person. I'm like doing the visualizations. I'm like freaking out that someone's gonna walk in and see me, and when it's like, more or less, why wouldn't they want to? Like I'm full on bananas, and I can talk faster than light, and more or less I could go all night. But I'm not going to. I'm going to eventually die. So what do I do in the meantime, knowing that that's just the truth? Well, okay. I would like to partner with creative projects. Please get out of my way, bitch. I'm here. Please. Those are the same thing. One of them was like, I've got this. Why am I not doing this already? Bam. Libra's able to see both sides. Could I have expressed so much, so freely, if I wasn't high? Does being high make it so that nobody gives a shit? That nobody gives a fucking shit? I should be doing this live. On Facebook Live, like, does it really matter if I let my ideas fly free like these birds that I can see? I wish there was someone standing next to me who could hold the camera, who could be with me in the story of the real live now. It's flowing. It's like a sermon. It's probably what Jesus did. He was probably like so in love and so open to the creation, to what is, to God's kingdom. That's what that means. Like, and here, I'm not trying to get you to fucking believe or not believe in shit, so sit down. This is not about you. This is about me expressing my ideas. So all of you will sit down and you will listen. You will listen to me, all the other fish in the sea. I know that I'm pokey and bright and demanding and sharp and angry and aggressive and poisonous and terrible and cruel and demanding and insistent and pissed off. I'm all of those things. Yeah, I am. But more or less, I also am aware of, like, I have had such an amazing learning experience when I'm in a life. I'm not trying to get too attached to it, because I know it's going to end. But it's like, so many different things have happened. So many different things have occurred. This learning is something that all conscious beings appear to be able to do, not just me, also you. Is astrology learning? It's very different. It's a very different type of learning. For instance, I have friends who are, like, close friends. A friend that, like, told me she stays up till midnight playing Wordle so she can get the Wordle, and I'm like, Scorpio. Okay, so, yeah, and see, that's the thing, is maybe my friends are okay with me talking about them, but I don't want to share about things that I don't have consent. So I'm tuning back in to my one-man show, hoping it'll be a whole production that brings life and energy, and I want to do it probably for next to nothing. Given that it's just, I just need enough for one human being to survive, like, comfortably, and to have experiences. Like, reasonably. Like, how do we find a way so that people have a good experience? Right now, my answer from people who have snuck in little bits of wisdom in lectures, because I've really been studying and listening to people around at infinitum, just, like, sharing a message, like being an orator. Well, my astrology suggests that I will be. There's something in astrology about Mercury. It's for me, it's at a very interesting point. It's like at a point between, like, completely getting lost at sea, right? Or saying it. Like, getting the message to the person. So, like, I want you to imagine this right now for me. I want you to imagine this right now for me. Okay, this is going to be such good marketing, but I have to be careful. Dear marketing gods, this is Kayla Barron, and I want to tell you a story. This is a scary story, so don't watch if you don't want to know where this story is going to go. It could be bad, it could be going towards someone evil. Do you think I'm evil? Do you think I have an Alan Rickman nose? Okay, hold on. What do you think? Do I? I don't know. I don't know, guys. Who are we? What are we? I'm, like, so nuts. Like, I'm like, people probably think I'm nuts. But no, I'm, like, in Los Angeles. Like, this is the place where you're supposed to be kind of nuts. I just watched a documentary today about a drag queen named Divine. And I'm just like... So much going on in the 12th house. So much going on in the 12th whole sign house. Libra rising. I wonder if this full moon corresponds. Like, if the moon is at a place that was significant to Divine, and I'm like, literally, I'm like witnessing Divine right now. Like, just a little bit of getting to witness just a little of that moon earth, like, brilliance at night, you know, just a little bit of that thing shining so bright, because you can't, it's like I'm fighting for myself to be witnessed. Like, I'm fighting for it. Witness me. It's a little bit of, like, that energy. Witness me. Oh my god, like, learning, witnessing, experiencing other beings. Like, ooh, this is getting weird. This is it. This is a podcast? It's a stream of conscious ramble. If no one is confirming and telling me that what I'm saying is making sense or making me think or valuable or entertaining, then it's like, I'm getting it. Ugh. but I'm not getting support to do it. I'm more or less always having to do it, and I don't have clear ideas about what people want to hear, so I'm just trying to, like, speak on things. But is astrology worth it? Do any of you care about me? Do any of you care about me? If so, set the birds free. But it's not me. It's not me. They're not birds. This is a marketing thing. How can I ask in a fair way? I just want my fair, stable tribe. Right now, I want my needs met. Where is my husband? I'm wearing a fucking dress, and I still look kind of like sexy, and it's like, surely someone wants an elf princess. Surely someone wants me. Surely they do. I'm perfect. Like, I'm perfect. I understand. I'm perfect. You're perfect. We get it. Now relax. You know you're perfect. Well, then why are we not treating each other that way? Why is it always a fight? Why am I seeing shootings? Why is this being reported? Why does the news want to report these things? Isn't it valuable, though, to, like, know what's actually going on? Like, we're all the news. Who do you trust? How do you trust them? The questions will just never stop, will they? One day the questions will stop. Take mountain pose. Take mountain pose. I feel like I never had a prayer to be an athlete. Not really. Not really. Not really. Did I ever have a prayer to be an amazing musician? Was I young enough whenever I started? I mean, could I be an amazing musician? How do I do this? How do I practice? I know that I have a great voice because people have been telling me. People have been saying, make a cooking show, do this, do this, do this, do this. How can I create? How can I share my ideas in a way that includes others? I would ask God, I would pray, God, whatever that means. Universe, this ritual of, like, taking a moment, just trying to ask for your will. It's like projecting, like, I want this to happen. Like, give me this, but only if it's in your will. It's like negotiating with, like, some sort of distant thing, as opposed to just being like, yep, you're in the body. Cool. You're here and now. You should take care of it. You should be on the side of what you see. Things should be pretty. Am I pretty? Am I ever going to be pretty enough for someone to like me? Want to have sex with me? Okay, Caleb. If it's about sex, you've had sex probably with more people than most people. You're a gay man. Like, you've got that masculine energy just like any other person. Like, that energy to go and to do. It's the aggression. It's the Mars. That's what we're gonna see. We want to see how Mars is doing because Mars is said to rule Aries. You know, so I can show you guys this again. I could also edit this and put, like, shit up there. But why give energy to stuff if nobody fucking supports it? I'm looking at you, motherfucker. Okay. Okay, there is something about LA. There is something about LA, isn't there? Is it the palm trees? Are there trees outside where you live? Probably just as legit. Like, in fact, it's kind of a desert here. There's not very much green stuff. I mean, that's hard to say right now. Is everything a lie? Is climate change real? What do you think? What do you think? list out the pros and cons. Is the climate changing? Yes, of course, every season, the shifts. But like, what kind of change? Are we really, as humans, is our way of life really kind of destroying the planet? Do we have enough like national parks to like keep the air? I want to be around fresh air, but what if I have an allergy to a specific plant? Does that mean I'm doing something wrong, or I shouldn't go there, or that there's something bad, or why did it get to be that way? I would start paying attention. I'm trying to live without any kind of medicine, unless I just absolutely need it. Like, did I need the medicine of cannabis today to do this? Well, more or less, I feel like I could do some serious work with, like, synchronization arms. Nuts, fully insane. But glorious in it, and free in it, and expressive in it, and hopeful in it. Ooh. Mars is in Pisces. Of course it is. We're just paddling out into the ocean here. We're just like... It's so true. But this ocean might be where I meet you. And I don't want to steal from you, and I don't know if I'm helpful. I don't know if you need my advice, but I do offer it. Because more or less I actually do care about myself and you, and I think that problem solving, things to do, is a good thing. It's a game, it's a chance to get that like deep eye on you. I know it's so funny. You'd think that I just want all of your attention, but like, not necessarily. Like, I like engaging and exploring other people as much as I like me. I do it. I have the ruler of my ascendant. So the ascendant is said to be like the part of the astrological chart that is you. So right now, what I'm attempting to do is describe Virgo energy to you. But Virgo energy may be what you're experiencing. Unless, am I comparing myself to like an Amy Poehler or a Keanu Reeves? Like, those are famous Virgos, but like, I also know Virgos who are not famous. I don't know if they want me to say their names, but I can say their first names, like Lindsay, my grandfather. Like, I mean, if you're gonna play the game of astrology, you have to start looking at celebrity charts and being like, okay, wait, if this is true and they are achieving this, like, how'd they do it? How do they come off? Like, you can use astrology and like history and studying people who are famous and exploring how they do things. Like, one of my friends the other day, she said that she feels like she's like failed if she wasn't famous. And I'm like, well, talking like there's no chance for you to be famous now, or if that's really what you want to do, like, why? Isn't it just so you feel comfortable and happy? Like, could it be helpful to be famous? Yeah. Do I plan on, fame is an avenue for marketing yourself? So I'm like, ready to share my ideas. Yes, thanks. Yeah, I know, I'm gonna be careful. Don't lie. Try not to lie. But you're an astrologer guy? Gal? Whatever you want to call me. But, I don't know. Maybe I would just like some loving support. Okay, I would like some partnership energy. Yep, I'm asking for your help. I'm asking for your support, your like. I'm flying a kite. Mars in Pisces, paddling out to Neptune. I'm like, I'm going deep. Like, I'm gonna swim all the way to fucking the edge of like the waterfall. Like, I'm gonna fucking get out to the edge of the waterfall, because at the edge of the waterfall, there's like one magical crystal right here. It's just like, look at the crystal. It has its powers. Look at its wondrous form. Look at it. It was given to me by a man who more or less lives in a mansion, but seems to do so with himself, despite the fact that many people have no homes. It's really interesting. Is that a judgment I have towards them, or people who have homes that are empty, compared, knowing that there are people all over the world who need homes? Do you deserve it? Do you deserve that home? We do need to, like, be practical here, because people are terrified animal creatures. We're like fucking monkeys trying to, like, navigate everything, so let's just give ourselves a break. But not too much of a break. Are we already destroying the earth? What is going on? I really don't like how I feel right now. Sometimes I wish that there was a guy to... Well, there was a guy. This is where this is coming from. He was like, you're clenching your butt. Like, you stop clenching your butt. Like, you just said it. Like, we have the sun and the moon at the same spot. You know, you can do astrology where you, like, compare people and see where their sun is and where their moon is. I've done all of it because it's, like, more or less kind of a fun way to burn up an afternoon. Could I be, like, volunteering at, like, a place to help people? Like, probably. But I seem to, like, love that? Hate that? I don't know. Do I love service or hate service? Like, right now, I like to serve, but I don't feel like do I enjoy it? I'm trying to, see, right now I'm just, like, questioning and, like, angry, and, like, I can't figure out what's wrong, and I don't know how to do it. So one thing that helps me, and maybe this isn't wrong, maybe I should just, like, feel miserable and just feel into it, like, but that kind of is going to get very freaky, and people are not always okay with that, like, showing that dark, just, like, kundalini releasing, like, like, demons be gone. Like, you can exercise your own demons. You can exercise too. Exercise or exercise, kind of. Yeah, it's Deborah Silverman's good. I've studied some astrologers. I don't know how I can get more on board with, like, oh my god, stop clenching your butt, relax, breathe, loving support, find me, please, people, like, please, someone who has a place that they want me to stay, ask me to stay there, like, tell me that you want me there because you actually do, like, a win-win. Like, you want to provide that place for me. Like, I seek that. I ask for that. There's a place for us. Somewhere a place for us. What's that from? I don't know. Musicals, ideas, singing, coming online, finding support, finding partnership. I need to rehearse what I'm going to say, but what should I say? Well, what is worth saying? Do I need to speak faster or slower? Who am I talking to? One-on-one, you can go deep. I would share one-on-one conversations. Maybe other people would learn from that. Maybe people want to have a one-on-one conversation with me. Maybe they can buy that experience if they desire. Or they could offer to go live for free on their feed, which allows me to, like, pop in and be like, hi, I exist. Yes, you exist too. Let's share our existence with other people. We are a talk show right now. Yes, more or less. People may not be watching. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. That's an experience you can have. So, interestingly enough, when I look at the chart again, and I attempt to ramble, and more or less whatever that negative, gross feeling is kind of passed, I don't know, should I have, like, tried to make it longer or shorter, or did it just sort of, like, woo, woo? Yeah, every time it comes, I hope I get a little better at, like, modulating its thing. So it's like, if light is like a on and off thing, like light and dark, or life, on and off, alive and dead, whenever I'm alive, I want less of the icky and more of the good. It's just like, okay, do I want to be alive? Do I want to be alive? I definitely like my sleep, okay? I definitely like my sleep. Maybe in your dreams something is gonna try to eat you, but you'll probably wake up in your body just fine. That's how most bad dreams go. And is life a dream? It doesn't seem like it, but it's also like, what are words and what am I doing? And I feel so lonely and I feel so scared. It's like almost as if at the place in between these two there's like this really intense, powerful kind of like planet that's in the realm of death, you know, about to be at like the most deathiest death part of our existence is in between Aquarius and Capricorn. It's like, Jesus. Because that's ruled over by Saturn, the god of death, who more or less moved into here essentially when COVID, I think, happened. It's been during my Saturn return. Obviously, Saturn moves slower, so it's, when you talk about Saturn, you're talking about a pretty big chunk of time when you're an astrologer. So it's like, because it's the slowest moving visible star. That's what the ancients studied Saturn for. And they're like, oh, this is the edge of like our comprehension capacity. So it's like when you try to remember, some people have amazing memories. I'm not one of those people. But let's say you have a memory for like 10 things. Like boom, 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 boom. My memory is now like 12, basically. I've got it up to 12. 12 is like a pretty good number. It's like I can talk shit about 12 different things, more or less, and see how they relate at all times. Yeah, like 12 is pretty good. Yeah, I got like 12 disciples inside me. Like I have all these different skills and abilities and ways of referring to things. So Pluto is like the most outer distant thing. So it's like of places that we know that are nearby that we could go. So like imagine yourself in a rocket ship and you're going to Pluto. Like that one would be really fucking hard to physically get to. Like we have here, without going there, identified that there are other things and like learned about them through like technology and like math and like it's just like sending out like this massive wave of consciousness and just like we've touched the edge of Pluto, right? Like we've never been there. We couldn't. Is life trying to go there? Or like why would consciousness? Why would this experiencer want to be there? Like to learn something new? Are we trying to keep life alive longer? Do we want like super long lifespans? Are we just trying to never die? If that's the case, it's like, do we want to never die? 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 Is it true? Do I want to never die? I want to never die. How could I? Is that a lie? How could I never die? What kind of weird mumbo jumbo is coming out of me? What is this movement? Is it better or worse that I'm in a dress? I don't know. I'm willing to like play characters. I don't know how to like showcase myself more better. I need a job. I need a director. What a beautiful bird chirping on the electric wire. You know? Power line creature. Hey, little guy. You are alive over there. You are beautiful. And I'm sharing you without really looking at the camera, so I don't know if it's a very good shot. So beautiful. They've stolen the show from me. With relief, I look down upon the birds landing upon the bush. What kind of bush is this? Little orange whispers, little white spikes of delight poking through, saying, I'm just like you. I breathe you in and out. Trees, sky, home, poetry. I don't know. Other people. We've got like mountains, some kind of creature. It's just like, it's crazy. It's like a crazy thing. But I don't want to, I don't want to immediately ask for a proposal. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real. Oh my God, I'm a huntress. And I'm like, getting older and feeling sad and feeling like no one will love you. And yeah, it's what's okay, what's not okay. I don't necessarily like this world, being alive. What does this mean? What does that mean? Where is that coming from? What is that message? Where is it? I can like feel it. Oof. It's like if there's something to let go of, it's like I don't want bad things. I don't want to feel bad things. What is wrong with me? What did I do wrong? just like hurt my teeth by rattling. It's like, it is an exorcism. It's like, ooh, gross, I don't like this. Self-exorcism, are you a demon? Ooh, it just pulled, I don't know, it's crazy. But if I just surrender to it, just get there. And for me, it's not easy. It's like pulling back, letting go, and flowing. It's like I'm feeling my feet. It's as if I'm about to fly. And I'm like, it doesn't seem possible. But it like feels like I'm just trying to like escape from myself. Like there's a part of me that just wants to just why? Always trying to like feel better. I don't want this pinching sensation. Is this a past life? What? In my mind, I whisper, I am afraid. For to speak without speaking intentively, inventively. How dangerous is this? What danger is this to let words go, to see how they land, like a breeze, a pleasant flow, music? The cold feeling of your hands. Should I drive the ship? Or should I let go? Mars is going to conjunct Neptune, eh? I'm gonna get to Neptune. What does that mean? Like artist? Am I in the artist flow right now? Am I in a deep ocean? In a dream? Is this all a dream? Is it, like, I don't seem to have psychic gifts like some people. I mean, there's one that but I don't think it's a real psychic gift. I have a really strong sense of smell, it seems like. Or, I mean, that may not be true. But I just know when I smell something pleasant for me and not like some men have smelled like candy to me. I'm like, good Lord, like, if this is bad or a sin, it's like, why'd you make it so wonderful? That's probably why. And it's strange. And I've met people that smelled wonderful. They've taken my virginity. They've, it's like, taken my first experience of falling in love. It was with a little modern day prince of like maybe not the biggest palace in the world, but like a sizable palace, like. I don't know if anyone wants the fairy tale anymore. I don't know if anyone wants it at all. But at the end of the day, you're going away. So why spend your time feeling small? Just let it all out. Just make up and shout whatever it is that you want, and then you'll see it was still just you and me. Insanity. Praying? Does praying work? Can I try to pray? At least I'm recording it, so if something bad happens to me, it will be, you know, likely never seen because no one knows my iPhone password. 1379. Should I have given that away? 1379, 1379, 1379. Better change that now. Keep you out of my shit. Sorry. I'm not a Tucker. I'm a motherfucker. That's actually pretty cute. That's pretty cute. Oh, I'm getting a call. I guess that's the end of my noon because a real person is connecting with me.